This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver.
Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Dupree.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Offense with jumbo personnel. Here's the handoff. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's James. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll try the run. Oh, what a cut! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The sure hands, it's Branch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on the option. Now the toss. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in a passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Small.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Running back searching for a hole. Crosses to 40. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep it.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the single back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Barges ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know, in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Coleman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap from the gun on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, marching down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 17 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid tackle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right side. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll field it close to the 50. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give to the back. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Gets it to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Smith.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Catch in the middle, it's James. Gashes the heart of the knee. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Line getting set on second down.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under fire. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
First down for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here's the give off the left side. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield. It's Dupree. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bannon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, TCU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 27 over Army. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game.
Makes a grab on the shot to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're working that left side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Snagged in the middle, it's James. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So, we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that